Hey, man. They got us teaming again tonight. I don't know if it was the coke or what you think, but I think we had some pretty good chemistry last week. Now, if you have enough blow for two, I was thinking maybe we could be a tag team. I even came up with a name for us. What do you think about Flo Kane? Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Whoa. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to bump into you. See you guys out there tonight.
JCW Lunacy! Tonight's first match is a tag team match, and it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. Weighing in at a combined weight of 375 pounds, from Psychopathic Records, the team of Tommy and JP
Well, as we welcome you into JCW Lunacy, already new tag teams are forming with their eyes set on gold. But if you want to be a success in tag action, you got to get through the sexiest boy band in wrestling history, Tommy and JP Grayson. I'm Joe Dombrowski alongside Mark Roberts and Shaq Amico. But gentlemen, it's amazing how the new back seats have gone from among the most popular in JCW to absolutely despised.
Welcome back, Joe.
Thank you so much. I know I missed a lot. There's a lot of hot breaking news. We're going to pursue all of it over this broadcast and the next several broadcasts. But one thing has not changed. I am completely disappointed and disgusted by Tommy and JP Grayson. These are not the same young men I knew a few years ago.
And their opponents. Introducing first, weighing in the shitload of teenage, from Chicago, Illinois, Steven.
Well, Stephen Flo always has an artistic eye and is ready to make the Lunacy canvas the site of his masterpiece that he will create. Stephen Flo is a cult hit throughout the JCW world, but my question is, will the chemistry be there with his newfound tag team partner in this, the biggest test of their young careers together?
Two viral sensations who have already been practicing chemistry together tonight.
And his partner. Weighing in at 62 kilos, from Crystal Mountain, Colombia, he is the devil's favorite dealer, Cocaine.
The presence of cocaine is unmistakable when it comes into the room.
Hey, you want to talk about getting a big bump in the ratings? Cocaine, a viral sensation himself. Some would call him a vile sensation.
Oh. And Cocaine growing in his power as he controls that smoke, that powdery substance in the air, and whoa! What's the street value on that?
I got you next time, bud.
Got you next time? Wait a minute.
He's got me on a line of credit.
I see. How big a line?
The biggest line you've ever fucking seen, pal.
Together, they are Flowcane.
Flowcane.
Hey, I will say, one of the greatest ideas ever by the Duke of the Wicked, Commissioner Violent J, was putting these two together.
Well, Flowcane was successful in their debut together against Richie Boy and Jeeves, who have had their own problems together, but BSB has had some issues in a big way, and it's not in their looks, it's not in their abs, but these guys have become so hated, they've damn near started riots these past few weeks.
That's absolutely true. They've also had their issues in trying to team with Caleb Conley. None of them play well with others.
Well, Caleb Conley, we know, is the least trustworthy tag team partner in JCW history. But the backseats have to figure out the enigma that is Stephen Flow.
Oh, I think maybe Stephen Flow looking for a little inspiration. Maybe get those juices flowing so they can make some music together.
Hold on, wait. Can we partake? Is that all you got for 4 people?
Tommy Grayson's got a 20.
Hey, look at that. That worked out well. Thank God that lady put money in their underpants.
Yeah, well, they got tipped for some of their gyrations in the entrance.
And they should keep that rolled up 20 down the front of their pants. It might fool some people.
Oh!
Major party foul by the backseat boys.
Yeah, the backseats just threw away a lot of money. And you don't want to be around.
That's about the angriest I've ever seen the artist Stephen Flow.
When someone doesn't get their fix, the switch flips and the mood changes. But the new backseats did what they intended to do, get Flowcane off their game. Of course, the backseats would love to become 3-time JCW Tag Team Champions. Brothers of Construction have been dominating the tag team division ever since, and it's really changed the backseats in such a way that they've almost become consumed with the fact that they are not the top team right now, so says the official rankings.
When Stephen Flow talks about all of this being art, I think the backseats would disagree. They are here for wins, for prize money, for championships, Joe Dombrowski.
Well, I don't think Stephen Flow's on the same plane of thought of much of anybody else, except for maybe Cocaine.
Hey, that worked out mighty well. They did the big snake eyes into the Doc Martin right to the jaw. And now a little mosh pit action.
Beautiful double teaming. This team's coming together well here.
Yeah, well, Stephen Flow is proving that as time goes on, he gets more and more experience with Cocaine. He gets more confident, gets more energetic.
Well, he comes from a time when cocaine was still pure.
I see. Wait,
We were getting that uncut stuff in the 90s.
didn't know that Cocaine was pure in quite that way. But here comes Stephen Flow. Unloaded, count along.
I think you and I both know cocaine's been a staple of this industry at least since the 80s.
It's been in more locker rooms than anybody I can name of. Here comes a reversal by J.P. Grayson, and Tommy with a drop kick. And there's the advantage of brothers teaming, 2 count only. And no matter how tight a grip Cocaine can have on his tag team partner, it does not compare to the synergy that 2 brothers have, thinking the same way all their lives.
That is right, Joe. The Backseat Boys grew up loving this shit, practicing moves, teaching each other to wrestle in the living room. They have been on the same page their whole lives, so it is very hard to interrupt the flow like that.
Okay, but Zach, you say they love this shit, and that's 100% true, but don't you think that they would not want to act like a bunch of spoiled brats out here? They wouldn't want to cry in public. They wouldn't want to have temper tantrums like this. Carry themselves better, right?
I can see where you're coming from, but, you know, these guys aren't used to losing. It's a new thing for them. It's been a very long time since they haven't been victors, so I think maybe they've got to work on how they handle it. But, hey, you know, it's a work in progress.
Well, 2 count a moment ago from Tommy Grayson on Stephen Flo. Well, if Stephen Flo and Cocaine get a victory here over the former 2-time tag team champions, Mark, everybody would have to take them seriously. But what would that do to the state of mind of the backseats?
I think it would only make the backseats more angry, more spiteful, more hungry. I'm wondering, with the turn that we've seen among the Juggalos in the crowd, willing to actually try to fight the backseats, what's going to happen when...
Oh, we're inches away from the tag, and JP outpowering Stephen Flo.
Stephen Flo back in the wrong part of town as we are on the road to the gathering and the 2-day war with GCW. When it's JCW versus GCW, are the Juggalos still going to have this animosity toward the backseats?
Cover off the acid reflux. Tommy Grayson gets 2.
How about that?
A second cover. You see Tommy Grayson refusing to accept the fact that it's not the victory. There you see that stubbornness setting in again. Stephen Flo, I thought there might have been some blood coming from his lip. He's taking a hell of a beating.
Stephen Flo kicking out of that acid reflux, showing the tenacity of this young man. Tag into JP.
And I think you're right. I believe he might be bleeding from the mouth a bit.
I'm not sure if that was a shot to the lip or the tooth or maybe an internal injury, but either way, backseats don't give a damn. They're going to finish what they started. Oh, wait a minute. Stephen got the knees.
Got the knees up. Stephen Flo has a little bit of reprieve, making a little bit of space from the backseats.
Well, I hope Stephen Flo's lip is okay. I would hate to think that this would be his last kiss.
Double clothesline, and the tag in. Here comes Cocaine.
Vintage Cocaine.
It's the best kind, right?
So I'm told.
JP Grayson in harm's way. Cocaine building up. Oh, wait. Moonsault. And
oh, wow.
Wow.
Cocaine's got both of the Grayson brothers. They're going up and down.
Holy shit. Look at the strength of Cocaine.
I can't wait to see Cocaine take out most of the GCW roster.
Wait. Cocaine doesn't have any more stash, and Zach. What? Zach Amico with a helping hand.
Sorry, something came over me, guys.
Just tossed in that brick to Cocaine. And referee
I'm
George,
going to kill this fucking ref if he fucks this up.
referee George Ross is saying,
No!
Oh no! Oh, it went flying. Cocaine has lost his power. There's one guy running over to it. Wait. Is this an assisted Coke Stone? No.
He was going for
For the second time, we saw the backseats commit that party foul and get rid of what Cocaine needed to be able to finish off this contest.
Cocaine gonna stack him up again.
Cocaine's still on his feet. Cocaine remains erect. Not the easiest thing in the world. He's managing to stay up.
Cocaine feeding off of that adrenaline and anger over losing that big stash. Wait a minute, T-Gimmick! T-Gimmick! The Graysons pull out the T-Gimmick!
Successfully executed. They both stack up Cocaine, and that's it.
And your winners, the team of Tommy and JP Grayson, the Backseat Boys.
BSB pull out a big win to keep them near the top of those championship rankings. But Zach, I gotta say, I'm impressed by 𝗦𝗦𝗧𝗏, and you're out of assist notwithstanding. Big help, but maybe not quite enough on this day.
Hey, a day late and $1 short, but when you see a performance like that, there is no doubt in my mind the Backseat Boys may be at the beginning of another win streak. So what I'll say is, Backseat's back. All right.
Well, you can't come back if you never leave, and maybe the BSB should reassess the way they think about their careers. They're still not the tag team champions, but could be again one day soon. Joe Dombrowski, Mark Roberts, and Zach Amico for another incredible broadcast, an insane broadcast of JCW Lunacy. Happy to be back with you. And one thing I missed that maybe I'm glad I wasn't here for, we have a new JCW champion. And unfortunately, if you missed a few episodes, that man is Kerry Morton. And he's facing the former champion tonight. There's no official rematch clause here, but it's hard to argue that Willie Mack certainly is very deserving based on his entire history, right?
The win-loss records of these two men are quite lopsided within JCW and throughout professional wrestling, and we've got a lot more than that tonight. It's a championship episode of JCW Lunacy here in Columbus, Joe.
Yeah, Brothers of Construction will be in action, but Zach, what's going on with Richie Boy and Jeeves? Are they going to be able to get things right and stay on the same page?
It would appear the script has been flipped between Richie Boy and Jeeves, and maybe Richie Boy not quite as rich as we've been led to believe over the years, and now it seems like Jeeves thinks he's the one that should be calling the shots.
One guy we do not want to see here in JCW, the outlier, the infiltrator, doesn't belong here. The GCW champion, 𝗦𝗦𝗍𝗍, in JCW. He's under contract. We have to give him equal time. And he had these words for us.
I don't know if you've been paying attention, but what 𝗦𝗍𝗍 has done at JCW has been remarkable, because it doesn't matter if it's a clown or a zombie or a drug man or an alien. Whatever comes my way, I get the job done. And tonight, I'm actually so certain that I'm going to get the job done against the Wraith, which I don't even think is a real pro wrestler, which is disrespectful to what I do and this belt that I hold, that I'm going to do something historic. I'm going to put the Game Changer Wrestling Heavyweight Championship on the line tonight, because 𝗦𝗍𝗍 doesn't fail. And if you think something, some person, some spirit, some entity is going to take me on, well, you're a fool, because I'm going to continue running roughshod over every Juggalo idiot that comes in my way, because that's what a real world champion would do.
Tonight's next match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first,
when are you gonna come down? When are you going to land? I should have stayed on the phone. I should have listened to my own mind. You know you can't hold me forever. I didn't sign up for you. I'm not a present for your friends to open. This boy's too young to be singing.
here's the GCW World Heavyweight Champion. This is 𝗦𝗍𝗍𝗍.
The man that has said he was going to destroy JCW from the inside out like a cancer. And Mark, over the past several episodes, 𝗦𝗍𝗍𝗍 has made every single promise he's made come true, right?
Well, now I stand corrected. Apparently now we've got 4 championship matches tonight on JCW Lunacy. All JCW championships, and the GCW World Championship is on the line here. Let me tell you, the Rave is a Juggalo icon. And to have a shot at 𝗦𝗍𝗍𝗍's GCW World Championship, I hope he brings it home.
Well, hey, I hope so too. I mean, what a pick upset that would be to everybody in GCW. If the title winds up in JCW, Effie's entire plan could backfire here tonight if the GCW champion's defeated right before our eyes. Effie has had, well, let's be honest too, he's had friends, convenient places. Past few episodes, speaking of Dr. Redacted, you never know if Effie is here alone, and that makes me very nervous.
And what a blow to JCW would be if he beats
Effie
the
has just demanded that his title is up for grabs during this match. So this is now a title match for his GCW World Heavyweight Championship.
Now, is Effie overconfident? He's trying to prove a point. He's trying to make a statement that he's better than everybody here. But no matter how good you are, there's always somebody out there better, and it could be this man.
Hailing from Shangri-La, deep within psychopathic records, he is the 6 Jokers card, the Rave.
Just think what a blow to the crowd it will be if Effie has his way with a competitor like the Rave, the ultimate symbol of juggalosity, if you will, basic juggonomics. And I think this is quite the matchup to prove, A, that the Rave could belong in companies all over this country, or that Effie has his target right on the heart and mind of Juggalo culture.
Well, the Wraith is more synonymous with Juggalos and JCW and ICP than virtually anyone or anything. And for Effie to pull out a win here would be a major FU to every single person that has supported JCW. But, you know, Effie, GCW, they have been talking shit. They have been saying that JCW is full of a bunch of rejects and outcasts and gimmicks and addicts and all of these terrible things. But Effie forgets the fact that he wants to say GCW, they're the real outlaws, the real rebels. JCW's been doing this shit for 25 years. We are the OGs when it comes to doing it against the grain. GCW compared to us, still the new kids on the block, and Effie's got to realize that, check his ego if he hopes to get anything done here at Juggalo Championship Wrestling.
Don't know if Effie even knows what to make of the Wraith.
Well, the Wraith could be the one that shows Effie his final eternal resting place. And Effie might show the Wraith something else. I don't think the Wraith is fake.
I don't think he wants to get that close to the Wraith's horns.
The Wraith doesn't feel these, oh, look how, he might feel that. And may have just woken him up.
Yeah, I think you just made him mad.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, the Wraith has yet to be pinned, right?
You believe you missed it. He unfortunately did get rolled up just once, but that was due to the distraction of Kid Lat.
Okay, well, I mean, so one-on-one, no one has been able to.
No, not at all.
No one has taken out the Wraith one-on-one.
And the Wraith going to show you how to walk the ropes and defy gravity.
Whoa!
Into the Hurricane Rana, insane agility.
Look at the way the Wraith moves, unlike any other human being I've ever seen.
Absolutely stalking Effie, using his body as a weapon is the Wraith, taking Effie down on the outside.
Zach, is human being even the best descriptor for the Wraith? He's an entity, he's a presence.
Like a spirit, if you will. And yeah, the way he almost floats around the ring.
Oh. Effie takes a shortcut. Wants to humiliate the Wraith, immediately going to work. You know, another point I want to bring up about Effie and GCW, they want to call themselves outcasts and rebels, and they're so anti-authority. And nice superplex. I'll give Effie credit every day for being a great wrestler, but look at the Wraith pop up.
Lands right on his feet from that, bounces up from a giant superplex, and he's right back on his feet.
Listen, Effie says that they're out, rebels and outcasts and against the grain. I was in Las Vegas when Effie's company, GCW, ran an event filled entirely of people under contract with a corporate billion-dollar organization. So you want to call yourselves outcasts? I call you sellouts. and JCW are the real ones doing it against the grain for the real people that respect wrestling. Can be done any single way you want. And the Rave is doing it his way and showing Effie what it's like to be deep in JCW.
Beautiful cutter there by the Rave, and he's now given the signal that he was looking to put Effie to sleep.
With that sedative.
Yeah, the sedative.
Oh, wow, the Rave up at 1.
And we know, guys, when that sedative gets slapped down, that's the end.
Effie's got a hold of that GCW title belt.
Keep minus on the line.
Misses it.
Rave cross body. Oh, landed on the title belt. And the bell
Hit
is.
him with the belt.
Oh.
Your winner by disqualification, the Rave. With this match ending in a disqualification, Effie retains his title and is still the GCW World Heavyweight Champion.
That belt shot may have not phased the Rave. However, it still was used of a foreign object. The referee completely correct. He used his discretion to call for a DQ there, even though it didn't hurt the Rave. But now we know you can hit this guy in the head with a fucking belt and it doesn't put him down.
Effie clutching that title, knowing that it could have very easily left his clutches. It could happen at the two-day war. GCW, JCW coming down this August. Earlier on, we talked about how Caleb Conley is the least trustworthy tag partner in JCW history. Our cameras caught this earlier today.
You know, if there's anything that the boys in the back, well, all the fans out there know about Caleb Conley, it's that I'm a loving, giving individual. See, I love two things in this life. All of my Juggalo fans and this beautiful American title. And as far as giving goes, Colby, I'm gonna give you a golden opportunity. I'm gonna give you a chance at this beautiful, heavy as shit title. But it's okay, because you'll have a snowball's.
You remember what we said last week? No fuck shit.
Man, it's all good, dude. It's all good. No fuck shit. Oh, shit! Oh, no! No, fuck! No, God! No! No! Oh, God! Oh,
No fuck shit! Good luck tonight, champ.
Tonight's next match is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the JCW American Championship. Introducing first, weighing in at 187 pounds, from Jacksonville, North Carolina, by way of Philadelphia, he is the Prince of Old School, Colby.
Well, Colby Carino and Caleb Conley have had issues for a long time. I can remember a matchup a number of weeks ago when Colby and Caleb were tag team partners and they were arguing over which one was going to abandon the other one first.
You're absolutely
True, one
right.
threw one out of the ring, the other threw the other one out of the ring. Both tried to hightail it. These men couldn't wait to see who was going to fuck the other one over.
And his opponent, weighing 215 pounds, from Charlotte, North Carolina, he is your JCW American Champion, the Obsession, Caleb Conley.
Caleb Conley comes out with that arm and shoulder heavily taped, and you got to believe that's because of the beatdown we just saw of Tommy and JP Grayson. That's revenge for, Caleb not being the best tag team partner for them recently here on Lunacy. But what do you think? Were the backseats justified or not?
Well, I don't think that it's justifiable to attack a man and beat him down backstage. The ring is here for a reason, Joe. But it goes to show that both of these men have a laundry list of enemies within Juggalo Championship Wrestling.
And Turnabout is their play, gentlemen, let's not forget, Caleb was warned extensively by the backseat to not pull any of his quote-unquote, you remember this now, Mark, fuck shit. And he pulled some of his fuck shit.
That is the worst kind of shit. Well, Caleb Conley, to me, he's just so delusional. I think Caleb thinks that the people in the locker room, the boys and girls back there are his friends. He believes these fans like him. He believes he's like family. He's one of us, and that's, I have no evidence of that that's true.
Look at the smile on Colby's face. Never someone I would describe as a fan favorite.
Nope.
But a new champ for him already.
Yeah, nice fireman carry slam, and Colby feeling it from Jump Street and inverted senton. Guys, is Caleb going to be able? Wait, this could be it right away. 2 count only, and Caleb immediately favoring that arm and shoulder. Guys, Caleb's coming in far less than 100%. He may not even be able to finish his match.
A very rough position for the American champion to be in, but both of these men quite hated and have issues beyond with each other. We saw Colby Carino in a steel cage match with Mickey Knuckles after the two of them interfered in each other's matches. It took paying off Shane Mercer again to come in and do the dirty work and flatten out Mickey Knuckles.
You know, Shane Mercer doesn't come cheap, that's for sure. But, Mickey Knuckles may be the last person in this locker room I'd want to have an issue with, but Colby has stayed ahead of Mickey Knuckles the vast majority of this entire rivalry. He's had an answer for everything Mickey Knuckles has come up with. Caleb misses the elbow, lands on the bad arm, covered by Colby, the prince of old school. And certainly, as you were talking about, Mark, neither of these men are going to win any kind of popularity contest in JCW anytime soon. But what they are is great bell-to-bell pro wrestlers.
And look at the hold Colby's got right now, even moving Caleb's leg a little bit closer to twist him more. I think Colby may be eyeing where those ropes are as well.
Oh. Caleb battles to his feet. The American obsession has reigned as that American champion a couple of times now. O'Connor roll, and as Colby escapes, Caleb keeps the pressure on, and now going to swing that pendulum.
And this is painful and humiliating.
That's got to put a lot of weight, however, on the arm and shoulder of Caleb Conley. He couldn't hold in position for long.
And plus, that tape's coming apart.
Gave Colby that opening. Back suplex. We have a new American champion. Deep hook of that leg. Only 2.
I agree that they're both incredible professional wrestlers. It's a shame that it has to happen under these circumstances where the champion isn't at his best here tonight.
Well, but keep in mind that's Caleb's own behavior and his own decisions. Got him jumped in the back. Got him. He knows the BSB are just on edge right now. And anything you can do to poke and prod at him, there's going to be consequences. And maybe Colby can reap the benefits here. The Carino name, synonymous with top titles.
He lands on his feet.
Incredible agility there. Quick reflexes from Colby Carino.
Off the second turnbuckle, the drop kick.
Shotgun sends Colby reeling across the ring.
But even when on offense, Caleb's favoring that arm and shoulder and striking through with it, following through the southpaw. That's his biggest weapon, compromise, but he's fighting through the pain. Face wash now.
That was 3 different corners and 3 different body parts he got hit with.
Oh, in the tree of woe now is Colby Carino.
His dad's felt this many times, as has he. And Caleb gonna, serenade us, I think.
I think we know where this one's going.
He's just trying to get a step up to the top rope.
That is clearly not what is happening, Zach Nico. Referee here to help bring Colby Carino down.
That's all you can do, right?
Well, we want to see a wrestling match.
There's a reversal. Oh, ducked ahead too quickly. Colby telegraphed it. Gonna recover.
Up in that electric chair out the back.
Yeah, L-driver attempt.
Almost
back
took out.
fist.
There goes the referee.
Accidental contact, but it may not matter. Colby Carino with the L-driver, and he's got this
no
one.
ref to count it.
No referee here to count the pin. Colby could be American champion here.
The visual can count as the audience counts along.
Yeah. Who would have ever thought you'd see a crowd upset that Colby Carino didn't get a pinfall win?
Who would have thought a room full of juggalos would count to 10?
Stop it.
Never.
Colby, oh no!
Watch out! Oh no!
Here comes Mickey!
Oh, the chair right into the head!
Steel projectile!
Caught Colby Carino flush on the forehead.
Ooh, like a big football punt.
Mickey may be the reason Colby's not the world champion today. She may be the reason Colby's not the American champion. Caleb on top retains the title.
And it's that deadly hip toss.
And your winner and still JCW American Champion, Caleb Conley.
Yeah, not the first time we've seen Caleb use that hip toss, but
Greco-Roman style hip toss.
there's always
a absolutely brutal maneuver that we've seen him beat multiple competitors with now. That's just how great of a hip toss he is.
that minor detail that went before it where a very angry, pissed off Mickey Knuckles hurled a chair violently at Colby Carino, and then
Hit a flush on the top of the head with it, too.
yeah, and then his other head got hit by Caleb Conley's foot.
Yeah, kick right between the field goal. And unlike Charlie Brown and Lucy, the ball was not moving until the last second.
Well, Colby and Mickey continue their issues. Caleb, still American champion, even though less than 100% physically. But talk about it being a championship edition, Mark. Kerry Morton, believe it or not, like it or not, the face of this company, and he's standing by with these words.
Hey, sweetheart. How you doing? You okay, Carrie? Yeah? You having a good day? Good. You know, it's funny, Carrie. I got something on my mind. You know, Mr. Violence came up to me and he said, if you beat Willie Mack would not have a rematch clause. And you know, Carrie, you know what you did? You know what you did, Carrie? You beat Willie Mack for the World Heavyweight Championship. The JCW World Heavyweight Championship. You did that, Kerry. You did that, young man. And you know what's really, really funny around here, Kerry, and I've been thinking about this all day. It's like I take one step forward and 3 steps back. Willie Mack's been whining, crying. Oh, Mr. Violence, give me an opportunity at my championship one more time. And, you know, and Mr. Violence, we had a little conversation, but, no, I put that to the side because, Kerry, you're a really, really nice guy. So, you know what you did? You're giving Willie Mack an opportunity to wrestle for this prestigious championship one more time. And, you know, when I do beat Willie Mack, because I will beat Willie Mack again, I'm going to make a fool out of him. I'm going to make him wish that he never went to Mr. Violence. Because, Kerry, that's what you do. So let's go get ready now, okay? And once we're done getting ready, I'll come back and visit you.
Jeeves, Brian, where the fuck have you been, dog? Seriously, you asked me to meet you here an hour ago. All right, bro? I know you don't fucking understand, but time is money and some of us have shit to do. What do you want?
Jeeves, I know time's money. Today, I've been making sweet deals. Hey, I got us an opportunity to be JCW Tag Team Champions. Hey, I'm gonna bring us back to the riches. We're gonna get the wealth, the money, the planes, hey, we're gonna have it all again.
All right, brother. I hear you. I hear you, dog. What you're saying is we get the belts tonight, the money's back, all right?
Yes.
That's cool. That's fine. That's dandy. But what I need right now is a guarantee that if that doesn't happen, I get repaid for the months without pay, for tonight, for everything I had to spend just to get us here today, brother. Is that a deal?
Anything. Come on, Jeeves. Let's make this right.
I'll see you out there.
Tonight's next match is a tag team match, and it is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the JCW Tag Team Championship. Introducing first.
Ricky boy, I'm the man servant.
Weighing in at a combined weight of 60 stone. From Beverly Hills, California, the team of the manservant Jeeves and Richie Boy Forever, Wellington.
Well, Richie Boy and Jeeves have been anywhere but the same page this past number of weeks, and arguments over chemistry, arguments over leadership, a lot of arguments over money. Of course, it all started when Effie manipulated Jeeves into, well, basically sneaking his way into JCW like a Trojan horse, and wound up making Jeeves look like a fool as a result of it. But guys, they could fix everything tonight by becoming tag champions.
Because really the root of all of this, Joe, is money. Jeeves only turned to Effie because he says he's not being paid by Richie Boy.
Richie Boy.
And their opponents.
Having some tough times. His finances were tied up from what I understand. And
Weighing in at 17 boxes of popcorn, 6 bags of cotton candy, and 22 bags of circus peanuts. Hailing from the construction tent at the Dark Carnival, here is 𝗦𝗢𝗟𝗓 the Clown and his brother Ruffo, your JCW Tag Team Champions, the Brothers of Construction.
Juggalos through and ever the favorites of the JCW faithful, the Brothers of Construction, two-time JCW World Tag Team Champions, men who have no daylight between them, the way their opponents are struggling here tonight.
And no doubt their first title reign, 788 days as tag team champions, and that was in the record books forever, you gotta think. But hey, if anybody can break that mark, it might be 𝗦𝗢𝗟 and Ruffo themselves. But they've had an increasingly tough competition from, you think back to the SB, you think to Richie Boy Jeeves tonight. It's never an easy night in JCW when you're a champion, but...
And now they got to keep their heads on a swivel for two zombies.
That too, yeah, the outbreak we saw a few minutes ago. I mean, Zach, how do you rate the chances of Richie Boy and Jeeves in this match? I mean, to me it looks like they got nothing left to lose. They might be more desperate. They might need it more, want it more, whatever you want to say. Richie Boy and Jeeves might be putting everything on the line tonight.
I think this matchup shows the brilliance of our commissioner, the Wicked Violent J. I think what he's doing right here is giving Richie Boy and Jeeves one more chance to put their differences aside, realize that they've been a team forever, and to quit letting this rift between them grow. And to quote the great Sugar Bear in Big Money Hustlers, it's always got to be about some motherfucking bitch-ass money.
And already the bell hasn't rung, and Jeeves and Richie Boy are already at each other's throats and arguing.
And if you remember this, Joe, from the last time you were here and the whole time you've been here, usually Jeeves is the one that brings out the Richie Boy.
Yeah.
Now, he doesn't even care to yell his name.
We've seen Jeeves walk ahead, walk in front of Richie Boy as if Jeeves is in charge. We've seen him belittle Briar Wellington.
And Jeeves is going to take out all that anger on Yabo.
Unsuccessful in doing so.
Oh, mouthful of popcorn.
Jeeves is probably hungry. He doesn't have a lot of cash flow these days.
Who knows where that popcorn's been? Who knows where Jeeves has been?
I'm pretty sure we've established that the popcorn is left over from the gathering last summer. I think that's where it comes from.
Where do they store it in the meantime? But be that as it may, series of elbows, brothers of construction. Again, brother tag team, that great chemistry. And Jeeves is paying serious dues for trying to strike out and think for himself.
Look at that, big double axe handle.
Briar bringing the assist for his team. And don't forget, Briar is a capable professional wrestler who can tie a guy up when he wants to. Briar trying to get Jeeves out of the line of fire there.
Capable is an understatement. I mean, he's a JCW day oneer, multiple-time heavyweight world champion.
And the second ever JCW champion, I believe.
Yeah, and forcing the tag. And, well, I guess Jeeves can't argue the decision when he's unconscious, right? Yabo tries to sneak in a foot, but there's that veteran instinct of Richie Boy. You can't do anything he hadn't seen before a time or two in JCW. Case in point.
He saw that Inzi coming, did Briar Wellington, got Yabo face down on the mat, but Briar needs to worry about punishing his opponent and getting some money back.
And Jeeves not even letting Briar wrestle his match. Continuing to walk in and ruin the proceedings, really.
I think Jeeves just woke up and realized he got tagged out. He wasn't awake for that part, and now that he's not legal and can't lead the team, he's pissed off again as Richie Boy takes over.
Yabo eats a boot from the Richie Boy. Is Richie Boy going to make the tag?
I mean, it's less about who's more capable. Oh, wait a minute. Sunset flip by Yabo. Can he get Richie Boy over? He's fighting. He's struggling. Trying to lean forward. Drops the fist. I mean, to me, with Richie Boy and Jeeves, it's almost turned into a glorified dick measuring contest as far as who wants to show off how smart they are, how capable they are. Jeeves wants to be in a leadership role, but Richie Boy's never been a follower in his whole life.
You got nothing.
Richie Boy in control right now, stalking Yabo.
If you're in a glorified dick measuring contest, do you put your dick in a glory hole to get it measured?
Well, that might be something you could discuss maybe on your podcast one day, your radio show.
I'll have to ask the guy in the next stall.
There you go.
I'll give him 3 taps at the airport.
There's a slap by Briar Wellington.
I've never met a senator before.
Richie Boy choking away on Yabo, who's been isolated from his brother. And Richie Boy, instead of threatening the brothers, he's threatening his own partner, saying, hey, see how it's done?
Briar, this is maybe the most aggressive Briar Wellington we've seen in months, if not years.
Well, Briar's desperate for money, but there also, it seems to be that Briar is genuine in wanting to make things right with Jeeves. He doesn't want to lose his manservant.
Who would?
Nice back elbow by Yabo out of nowhere.
You can't go back to wipe it after having a manservant.
Briar can make it right with a tag. That's disgusting. With a tag to Jeeves now. Jeeves wants to prove he's not an idiot. He's not a pushover, but instead of tagging, Jeeves said, hey, Briar, turn around. And there's Ruffo unloading with a pump kick.
I've been putting up with that for weeks while you were gone, Joe.
And what Richie Boy's putting up with right now, something you and I have talked about, is the deceptive size of the brothers of construction coming out in a big way.
Yeah, Richie Boy ate a giant clown shoe to the face. Oh, the brothers collide.
Yeah, they made him go for that whoop-whoop driver, and Richie Boy had it scouted.
Yabo sent to the outside. Richie Boy has an opening here.
And Jeeves is still barking out orders, and he's celebrating prematurely. Hey, they can win the titles. Jeeves' money woes all go away. Richie Boy builds that bank account back up.
He says, no chance in one of the tag. What the hell? What are you doing, Jeeves?
You got to be.
I thought you wanted the money. I thought you wanted those tag championships.
Jeez, your shot at the belts. Oh.
Wow, that was an explosion. I'm not sure of what all over the head of Richie Boy.
That'll burst your eardrum and who knows what else based on what was inside of it. The carnival tricks from the Brothers of Construction. They'll do some serious damage, and Richie Boy's completely lost all of his equilibrium. And the necktie.
Vicious.
The exclamation point. And Jeeves just turns his back.
He's not even looking at him.
Brothers retain the tag titles. Well, this rift between Richie Boy and Jeeves just grew a lot wider and a lot deeper, but the Brothers of Construction continue their role, retaining the tag team titles, and add to another already storied legacy of victory.
Richie Boy looking heartbroken, getting betrayed by his best friend, his pal, and his confidant.
Heartbroken, pissed off too. Richie's out here screaming he's an asshole, speaking of Jeeves.
And Jeeves says he's a free man.
Oh. Well, does that mean he's quit? He's not the employee anymore?
I don't know. I have no idea. You gave him everything you could, buddy. Everything you could.
Richie
doesn't sound like very much.
Richie Boy feels like the only friend he had in the world just turned his back on him, maybe permanently, but congrats to the Brothers, once again retaining the JCW tag team titles. But a lot more teams waiting where that came from, and folks, JCW is going to be on tour all over the country. You can see the Brothers of Construction and all your favorite JCW athletes in action coming to a city near you. And when you go up to that event, you got to look your best. Mark, how do we make that happen?
Well, you've got to get some of that wicked ninja shit at psychopathicvault.com. Psychopathicvault.com, the place to go for all of your Juggalo merchandise needs.
Yeah, be sure to follow JCW on social media as well. But, Zach, we now turn our focus to our main event. Champion and challenger are currently preparing. Kerry Morton surprised a lot of people when he won the JCW World title. Kerry Morton made it happen once. Can he two-peat? Can he defeat Willie Mack again? We will find out in just a moment here on
Say goodbye to the world as we know it. Let the fire, let it rain down. One of these blow up and shoot out the dirt. A stranger punched me in the mouth, but it ain't even hurt. There's bullets in the air, I can hear glasses breaking. There's no mistaking, the fucking earth is quaking. A burning chopper crashing through the house next door. The pilot got shot, I fucking shot him some more. Explosions going off, sirens and alarms. I'm ready for death, keeping my hatchet man charmed.
Tonight's next match is our main event, and it is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the JCW World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, weighing in at 285 pounds, from South Central LA. He is the Chocolate Juggalo,
And we bring it on, always on attack. In the ring, moving over this a rap.
Willie Mack loves to have a good time, but I think the best Willie Mack is when he's pissed off and has his back up against the wall. Willie Mack lost something he covets more than anything else. I've seen him represent and carry that JCW championship to every other company he works for. He wants it known loud and proud. He is a Juggalo. He is JCW through and through. Willie Mack would love nothing more than to represent all of these great people once again by recapturing that title tonight.
Willie Mack almost looks naked without the JCW title around his waist.
It's an odd, jarring setting to see Willie Mack in this arena tonight.
And his opponent,
Sans title.
weighing in at 205 pounds, from Bristol, Tennessee, he is one part of the Southern Six and self-proclaimed Mr. JCW. He is your JCW World Heavyweight Champion, the Riz God, Kerry Morton.
Guys, I didn't think Kerry Morton could be more obnoxious, more overbearing, more egocentric, more of a prick. But when he won the JCW title, he proved me and a lot of people wrong. Kerry Morton is absolutely insufferable to be around.
And he's got a robe to prove it. He's got an upgrade in the wardrobe with both the championship around his waist and that flamboyant robe, that ring attire that the players, they don't make them like this anymore.
How you feeling, Zach? Are you on the Kerry Morton train?
Oh, you know that I have enjoyed Kerry in the past, and I will tell you, I know you weren't here, Joe, he did win that title in an incredible matchup with both guys pulling out all the stops. There's no question in my mind that he earned that belt, but is he who we want representing us in this upcoming two-day war with GCW? I have mixed feelings.
That's a great point, too, because in my mind, Kerry Morton is the antithesis of a lot of what JCW stands for and what makes us cool and unique and stand out. Kerry's a hell of a wrestler, third generation, about 25 years old. This kid's got his whole life ahead of him in this business and out of it. But to me, Willie Mack is the heart and soul of what makes JCW what it is. What do you think, Mark?
The first JCW World Champion was crowned in December of '99. Kerry Morton was born in April of 2001. He is younger than the lineage of the JCW World Champion, a very qualified young man.
He's only 24. He seems better than I said he was. That's repulsive. And yeah, there's been no Southern Six. There's been no one to hide behind. It's been Kerry Morton against the world, and somehow Kerry Morton's coming out ahead.
And don't act like if Kerry makes it through this loop with that title, he's not taking it home and showing up on his father's front doorstep and waving it in his face as a big fuck you to the old man.
Yeah, I mean, that would be on brand for Kerry for sure. The way he treated his dad and completely humiliated, disrespected him. Over the past few episodes, we saw Ricky Morton here in Lunacy. Kerry was taking an extra minute to surrender that title to the ringmaster. Is it because he just loves to look at his reflection that much, or is it because Kerry was thinking this might be the final time I hold it?
Yeah, there looked to be a little bit of a trepidation in the eyes of the so-called Mr. JCW as he goes into this title defense here, his second as JCW World Champion.
That's right, Kerry.
Oh, and quick roll up by Willie Mack.
Having a hell of a match recently against 𝗦𝗢𝗟, the Neon Ninja, another representative of JCW in and of himself. I think maybe even a tune-up for this match.
Willie Mack traps his shoulders wide.
Oh, that was close.
To see how it felt to come out with that title belt into a hostile environment.
Well, I guarantee Kerry Morton didn't like how the opening minutes of this match felt. He almost got beat 3 or 4 times, but to your point, Zach, I mean, 𝗦𝗢𝗟's a hell of an athlete. He can win any title on any given night. He's that good, and it speaks a lot to Kerry Morton. I got to give him props that he survived that match. I do not give him props for what the fans are chanting at him, which is "you're a bitch," based on how he scurried out of that ring.
talked about Kerry Morton being third generation. His father, Ricky Morton, was on the very first ever JCW event. Now Kerry representing JCW as world champion. That is the sort of lineage that GCW doesn't have because it hasn't been around for 25 years.
No, that's right. Yeah, I mean, comparatively, you know, they're still a young pup. They're still an up-and-comer in this game. JCW's been doing it since the last century, now that you mention it, you know? But
speaking of up-and-comer, technically Kerry may have been in a JCW ring while he was still in his father's balls.
That's entirely possible, I guess. And one day Kerry will grow some of his own. But be that as it may, firing away on Willie Mack now. But something you said, Mark, I want to mention that just felt wrong to me, even though it's correct. But Kerry Morton representing us as the JCW champion. That's really, you know, leaves a bad taste in my mouth because a lot of what Kerry Morton stands for, I'm not on board on.
Yeah, Kerry Morton is, you know, a sniveling Nepo baby, but up and over and down. That's the power of the chocolate juggalo, Willie Mack.
Yeah, and it could be that explosive, just out of the blue, without warning. Side slam, nicely done by the Mack.
Willie Mack almost sending Kerry Morton into the rafters of this beautiful building we're here in, today in Columbus, Ohio.
And Kerry again.
Kerry not even engaging with the chocolate juggalo.
Doesn't want.
But he knows Willie Mack does that big senton in the corner. He's just protecting himself.
Or perhaps he was baiting Willie Mack in. Kerry Morton had a backup plan and now begins to go to work. Kerry, the aggressor, he knows he's got so much to lose. Willie Mack looking for JCW title reign number 3.
You don't touch me, Willie Mack.
Don't touch me. What kind of wrestling matches work, Kerry?
Kerry stomping Willie Mack all the way around. Oh, knee to the spine.
And what Kerry's trying to do is neutralize the incredible agility and quickness of Willie Mack. Kurt Hennig like neck snap and gets a count of 1. Willie Mack, you know, one of his biggest weapons, I would say, is that deceptive agility. He can fly, he can strike, he can hit you from anywhere. Wait, inside cradle, roll up by Mack for 2.
I thought he might have had him there. Ooh.
I think Kerry felt that same thing.
Double throat thrust there.
I think caught Mack right in the larynx.
Certainly has his challenger neutralized. Does Kerry Morton? What's he going to do with him? Oh, come on.
It's going to help Kerry to keep a slow pace where Kerry can dictate as much of this match as he can. Because if Willie Mack can pull off one of those offensive explosions, Kerry could be done for.
Bringing Willie Mack out of the corner now. I think he's just going to piss Willie off doing things like that.
Yeah, Kerry just keeping Willie Mack at bay. Those shoulder thrusts, they'll do some damage. Kerry's trying to drive the wind out of Willie Mack's body, which will affect, well, wait a minute, Willie Mack, tip up, roll up, Mack's gonna do it, the bridge, Kerry slides out.
So close to a third JCW World title reign was Willie Mack.
That big kitchen sink again, though, by Kerry, attacking the midsection of Willie Mack over and over, just like he did in their prior encounter. Maybe going after some injured ribs, some torn abdominal muscles. He knows something's wrong with Willie's midsection. He's been attacking it consistently in both matches.
And you hit the nail on the head with Kerry's strongest weapon, that knee strike. He uses it a number of different ways, a number of different forms and variations, but every single version of it helps soften up the opponent for that inevitable kiss it goodbye, that knockout shot that Kerry knows exactly when and how to pull out.
Still, it took 3 of those running, flying knees in order to take out Willie Mack the first time. And look at the explosive offense you talked about, Joe, coming from the Chocolate Juggalo.
Yeah, it's Willie Mack flying now, the clothesline, the spinning heel kick. And the Mack begins to go to work. Distance creates opportunity. Great hang time on the splash, and Kerry Morton is the worse for wear, and listen to these fans come alive for Willie.
Willie's saying, come on, show me what you got, champ. Mr. JCW.
Exploder sends Kerry across this ring, and the look in the eyes tells the story. Willie Mack is zeroed in. He wants to be JCW champion again. Look at Stunner.
Kerry had that one scouted.
You can tell Kerry's getting pissed off, but walks right into the Stunner.
What you see is the way Kerry's legs went out from under him.
Willie Mack's got this title won. Kerry Morton has no clue where he is. 2. What the hell?
Who is that? Out of the ring.
Who is?
Hey, wait a minute.
Oh, no, wait. That's Matt Cross. Matt Cross, you son of a bitch.
He hasn't been on this entire run we've been doing. We haven't seen this guy in weeks.
Months even. Matt Cross, the guy that dressed up in a mask to sneak his way into a title match.
Just to lay it in to Willie Mack.
And Matt Cross never got over that Willie Mack beat Cross for the JCW title, and Cross is back to get in Willie Mack's business and screw Willie, maybe the way Matt Cross feels he was screwed.
I thought we were done with this guy once we found out he had been pulling that misfit business and he was unmasked. And I thought chased out of Dodge after he finally lost Willie again.
Kiss
oh,
it
no!
goodbye.
Oh, no!
Kerry Morton on top, not like this. Damn!
Fell right into the lateral press, and Kerry Morton has retained. God damn it.
The winner of the match, and still JCW World Heavyweight Champion, the Riz God, Kerry Morton.
I may be an evil prick at heart, boys, but even I hate to see it end like that, with Kerry coming in and picking the bones clean of Willie Mack after he had been decimated by that big stomp from Mad Dog Matt Cross.
Yeah, Matt Cross never got over losing the JCW World title, and apparently, if Cross can't have the title, he's going to make damn sure Willie Mack can't get it either. And no matter how much we hate it, how much we can't stand it, Kerry Morton is the JCW World title, high above, still the champion this week on Lunacy.